Welcome to another short midweek devotion where I try to introduce us to the wonders and the beauty of nature and raise more theological questions than I have answers for, at the same time in a space of 10 minutes or less. This week was an exception to the norm as we had the opportunity, our family, to do a little off-road exploring on the Broken Arrow Trail at Sedona, Arizona. It was hard to squeeze the trail into 10 minutes or less and still have room for devotion, so we'll add the devotion next week, the nature clip this week. These little washout spots are best hit at a very slight angle so that only one tire is down on the washout at a time and the other three tires keep you going. Otherwise, it's easy to bottom out or hit the front bumper or the back bumper. This is known as Princess Rock. It's a very popular hiking and off-road and mountain biking trail. Goes up through here. Beautiful views of the scenery around the Sedona area. narrow, twisty turning type of road with real high banks on the sides. It's known as the bobsled, and it comes from tires going, over and over and over. The temptation is to ride with one wheel up on the side of the wall, but you're not supposed to do that. You strike a line right down the middle, because other than that, it erodes and wears out. Okay, let's just stop for a moment in silence and get real. It may appear like this was a great week out, a vacation week. It was not. It was one of the worst weeks my family has gone through in years. We lost a much loved nephew who had for the last year been living with my son and daughter-in-law and daughter out in the Arizona area. A part of our family was ripped out. What we did was we were there with our nephew's father. We were there to make funeral plans, to claim the body, to make arrangements. And we met with the funeral directors or whoever we had to meet with a little bit each day. And in between, we just left the house and headed for the quiet of the desert. Sometimes it's not about excitements and thrills. Sometimes it's about wonder and awe in the quiet of the desert, to let God's Spirit speak to us. And the point that we're on in this clip was more valuable than the trip there and back, or as valuable. Oh yeah, and speaking of the trip there and back, on the trip back we got caught in the rain. A very light rain that just started to get a little heavier and heavier. We knew we had to skedaddle down that mountain, but we also knew we had to do it skedaddle at the blazing speed of about 1 or 2 miles per hour. We made it, and that was our trip. It goes down, but we'll get starboard faster than we want it. All roads point to Rome. Right?